Okay, everybody. Oh, that's loud. Yeah, I guess we're ready to start. I want to welcome everybody to the celebration of life to our good friend Karen Reynolds. I'm Dennis Double. I will be your co-host for tonight. You know, Karen, one of her last wishes, she didn't want anything sad. So she said, you know what? She said, maybe we can have something happy. You know, friends get together, maybe some music, swap stories. So that's exactly what we're going to do, try to keep it happy. A few people I want to thank. First of all, I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank Terry Moore for having us, and tell you what an honor it is for you to let me MC this. Okay, Dennis, you said she wanted it happen. I want to thank Dino Moore and an anonymous donor for the financial responsibilities that they took care of all the financial part tonight. Dave Gorman, I want to thank you. He's recording it, doing a live feed. I'll let y'all know we call it the site where we can watch it later. Dave, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Lee Zimmerman, he wrote a nice article in the Maryville Daily Times. He did a great job. Debbie Goldberger, over there taking care of the merchandise. Those are the last shirts and CDs of Karen's. If you've not got one, there's not going to be any more, so you know you should probably pick up on it. Perry Barnes doing the sound, and he's also going to be playing tonight. Speaking of playing tonight, I want to thank all the musicians. Their family to Karen, family to me too. And to Relix. I want to thank Relix for letting us have that here. We appreciate it. I know y'all did a lot of hard work today. And speaking of Relix, it's the home of Wayne stock, which will be in a couple of weeks, and we'll talk a little more about that. But Karen had a special place in her heart for my co-host for tonight. You know, he really doesn't need an introduction. He's one of the most well-known, most loved people in Knoxville. There's no doubt about it. You know, I love him myself. Anyway, Mr. Wayne Bledsoe.
Doesn't work. There we go. Yeah, I knew Karen pretty well from doing stories on her through the years. I think first talked to her with Draper Reynolds and Rogers, did a story on that, and then Karen and I got to be friends through the years. And she was, as you all know, just a wonderful person, just a sweetheart, curmudgeonly in the right ways, just as good a person as you could imagine. I'd like to tell you that there are QR codes sitting around the room, and all the money donated goes to the Karen Reynolds Scholarship at the Frank Brown. Cash donations can be made at the front table. Debit or QR code donations, they go straight to Terry's Venmo, which she'll also forward to the Frank. Also, there's an address for the Frank at the same table if you would just like to send it in directly to them. It's a tax-deductible donation. And we have somebody starting out this who is beloved in Knoxville and is one of my favorite poets and one of the guys that he can say a whole lot with a very few words. Please welcome the Appalachian hippie poet, Phil Alexander.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Dennis. If I remember correctly, Karen liked to drink a bit of Southern Comfort for her voice. This is not Southern Comfort, it's Jack Daniels, but we're going to pretend it's Southern Comfort. And this is to you, Karen E. Reynolds.
Yeah.
You know, Karen was a force and a straight shooter and honest. And I didn't believe Jay Clark when he said, Bill, don't sing. But Karen critiqued my singing and convinced me I didn't really need to sing. She said, the title's wrong, and you need to leave this verse out. But then come 2010, for the CD, Read the Book. Karen brought me into the studio, and I recorded this for her in this CD. It's called Drunken Love. Nobody loves him, nobody cares, nobody wants him, nobody dares. Because he's looking for the bottom, that's what he's looking for. the bottom of the bottle, and then he'll have one more. Because when life's sweet nectar done turns sour, man, you'll want one about every hour. He's drunk on a bottle of whiskey. He's drunk on a bottle of wine. He was drunk on the love of a good woman. Now he's drinking me out of my mind. And then about that time, Mike McGill and Mark Stu Romeo's also put me on CD. And then 4 years later, Karen invited me to be part of Maple Council CD that I'm on. That and this piece is called Cold, Cold River. I went down to the river, the Hippie Jack River, guided by a bird. I went down to the river, and these are the words I heard. I went down to the river, the cold, cold river, guided by a hand. I went down to the river to talk about a savings plan. I went down to the river to wash my dirt, I say I went down to the river. Maybe wash my sins away. I went down to the river, the cold, cold river. I stood in the water and prayed. I went down to the river, the cold, cold river. Dipped in the water and saved. Dipped in the water and saved. Well, y'all, I love Karen, I love Terry, I love all y'all. Thank y'all for putting this together. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you. Well, you know, everybody here, and I'm sure positive, everybody playing tonight, Karen had a very special place in her heart for them. And our first guests are going to be Vanessa Draper and Kit Rogers, and I'll let them tell you a little more about their story with Karen. So please welcome Kit Rogers and Vanessa Draper.
Hey everybody. Hey. It's been a minute. So the last time I think that Vanessa and I were on the stage together was our last Draper Reynolds Rogers reunion, 2016. Does that sound right to anybody? All right. Vanessa's usually in the middle.
Yeah, this is kind of bittersweet up here. Face to face, heart to heart. You will never happen, no. Once in a while I might imagine that it would, but it will never happen, no, no. No, no. It's hard to say, I try to pray. Still I can't find the words I need, and it's easier pretending that I will never be called upon to speak. But it's all there in the letter. It's there in black and white. Words I cannot bring myself to say. I will write. I will write. I lived a lifetime right beside you. inside. I built a wall around my heart, it's not your fault. But where were you when I was struck in the deepest part of blue? Well, it's all there in the letter. I guess I bleed in black and white. Words I cannot bring myself to say, I will write. I will write. I will write. I will write.
Can y'all hear anything? Sound good? Okay, so when I moved to Knoxville in 1994, I was 21 years old, and in 1995, I met Vanessa and Karen. And